right, hello and welcome to our overview of landforms. So we're going to be talking about several different landforms during this video tutorial. So the first is oceans. They are large bodies of water that cover 71% of the Earth's surface. There are 5 oceans, main oceans: Arctic, Atlantic, Indian, Pacific, and the Southern, which is near Antarctica. Our next landform is a coast, which is an area of land near the ocean. Coastlines are always changing due to waves and tides. Coral reef. Coral reef is an ocean ridge made up of skeletal remains of tiny sea animals. Coral reefs are the habitats of many marine species and are some of the most diverse ecosystems. Largest reefs are the Great Barrier Reef, which is in Australia, the Apo Reef, which is in the Philippines, Mesoamerican Reef, which is in the Caribbean Sea. Our next landform is gulf, which is a deep inlet of the sea almost completely surrounded by land. And then we have a bay, an inlet of the sea that is smaller than a gulf. And as you can see in each of these pictures, on the bottom is a description of where they are located. This one happens to be in California. River is a natural stream of water flowing in a channel into another body of water. Throughout history, rivers have been essential sources of water for many civilizations and groups of people. And here we have a few of our most important rivers, at least that we study in this course. So we have the Nile River, which is the longest in the world, 4,132 miles, and is located in Egypt, Sudan, and other African countries. And then the Ganges River, which is a holy river in Hinduism, and it is located in India. And then over here on the left, we also have the Amazon River, which is the largest river in the world by volume, which is located in Brazil and Peru. Then we have a delta. Deltas are located at the mouth of a river and are typically fan-shaped. They are formed when sediment carried by the river is deposited in slower moving or standing water. A strait is a narrow body of water connecting 2 larger bodies of water. Examples include the Strait of Gibraltar and the Bering Strait. A lake is an inlet body of water. 117 million lakes on Earth. That's crazy insane, right? Lakes can contain fresh water, the Great Lakes, or salt water, Salt Lake, and the Caspian Sea. Most of the world's lakes are in Russia, Canada, Sweden, Finland, and Alaska. Wetland is an area of land covered by shallow water. Wetlands provide a habitat for wildlife, filter and clean water. They collect floodwater and provide recreational activities. Wetlands are like sponges. An island. An island is an area of land surrounded entirely by water. A group of islands is called an archipelago. Since islands are isolated from other landforms, they often have unique species of plants and animals. Isthmus. A narrow piece of land bordered by water that connects 2 larger land areas. Examples are the Panama, which connects North and South America. Forest is an area with many trees. There are 3 different types of forests. Temperate, which are forests found in North America and Eurasia with 4 different seasons. Tropical, which are forests near the equator or tropics with a lot of rain and water temperatures. Or boreal, which are forests found in colder climates, also known as taiga. And you can see the background there. In Canada. Plain, a nearly flat area of land. Plains are great for agriculture. Types of plains are alluvial plains, which are formed by rivers, and glacial plains formed by the movement of glaciers. Hill is my camera's in the way there. A rounded, elevated area of land, smaller and less steep than a mountain. Hills are often formed by faulting, where rocks underneath the Earth's surface push up against each other, or erosion. Dune is a hill of sand shaped by wind, and examples are the Indiana Dunes National Lake Shore. A peninsula is an area of land that sticks out into a lake or ocean, almost completely surrounded by water, usually on 3 sides. A sinkhole is a circular depression formed due to erosion, the collapse of the roof of a cave, or the gradual removal of bedrock such as limestone. A desert is an extremely dry area with little water and few plants. Deserts receive less than 10 inches of rain per year. An oasis is an area in the desert with a water source. A plateau is a large, flat, elevated area of land. The largest plateau is the Tibetan Plateau. A valley is a low-lying area between mountains or hills, usually U or V-shaped, and the presence of rivers usually provide fertile farmland within valleys. A canyon is a deep, narrow valley with steep sides, more steep and narrow than a valley, and then a movement of rivers and tectonic plates create canyons. And you can see some of this content obviously overlaps with science. A mountain is an area of rugged land that generally rises higher than 2,000 feet. The tallest mountain in the world is Mount Everest, which is in the Himalayas. The Andes Mountains in South America, the Rocky Mountains in western US and Canada, and then the Alps in Europe. A volcano is an opening in the Earth's crust where lava, ash, and gases erupt. The Ring of Fire is a string of volcanoes and seismic activity, earthquakes, and then 75% of the world's volcanoes happen along the Ring of Fire. A glacier is a large area of slow-moving ice. Glaciers are created when fallen snow over many years compressed into large ice masses. During the Ice Age, about 30% of the land was covered with glaciers. Only about 10% of the land is covered today. And there we come to the end of our landforms video. So please make sure you take a look back. If you need to, you can always pause this video as it's moving along to write down notes if you have a need for a better understanding. You can also go back through to look at all of the pictures. Thanks for joining me today.